Greetings, social media fam. This is Bishop Irvin, the host of the Power Podcast Radio Talk Show. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching our YouTube channel. We're so excited about our up-and-coming launch date, July the 9th, 2014 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to tune in to our very first live and interactive talk show. We're going to have a bang-up time. We're going to be having everything on the show from an interactive chat room. We'll be able to talk to live callers, access primetime slots. We'll be interviewing dynamic leaders from all over the world, ministering to the youth, young adults, the church, the unchurched, the deployed troops all over the world. We'll also be covering topics spanning from abortion, bitterness, children, drugs, evolution, ministry, money, sex, violence, you name it. We're going to be talking about subjects that's going to be able to help people all over the world. Fam, this is crazy. The potential of this show is bananas. Already, right now, our fan base has blossomed to over 300 followers in just 2.5 short weeks. Social media has allowed us to reach places that I never could imagine. Brazil, Japan, Canada, England, the Philippines, the Caribbean, Africa. It's crazy that the voice of Bishop Irvin is going global and all over the world. But people, it's crazy right now. People are inboxing me and they're talking to me about, hey, the throwback shows and how much they're being a blessing to them. And those were throwback shows. Those are old shows. So imagine what the new show is going to be able to do. So Bishop Irvin, why are you doing this? I know you're going to the why are you doing this? Well, first of all, child of God, I have a clear-cut mandate and a responsibility as one called of God and set apart by any means to do my part to advance the kingdom of God. And number two, I have a responsibility to carry out one of 11 apostolic charges that has been inscribed upon my life in spoken word and written deed, and also sealed with the right hand of my mentor and spiritual father, Apostle Charles A. Daniels. Lastly, I have embraced the challenge of being a man of God, temporarily shackled with the ball and chain known as transient ministry. Transient ministry, what do you mean by that? Well, transient means a person who is staying or working in a place for only a short amount of time. See, however God chooses to use me at that time, wherever I am, that's my responsibility to make sure that I do my part. I would not wish this on anyone. Trust me. Starting over again, it can get a little overwhelming. But see, you're talking to a man, a young man who has embraced his portion of starting over everywhere I go. And that's okay with me. But as long as I know that I got kingdom partners like you who have stopped by just to watch this video, we're ready for a new beginning, to start over again, to do a new project. This time, we need your help to make this project a reality. See, we've partnered with CrowdSpawner to launch a fundraising campaign. And in this campaign with CrowdSpawner, it allows us to get everything that we need in order to do what we're going to do, but to do it in excellence. This right now is a project that we cannot launch alone. In order for this to be a successful launch, the Power Podcast Radio Talk Show needs you to invest in what we're doing. So why invest? Well, I don't know if you know, but guess what? Let me explain some things to you. The social media is not going to go away. Social media is not a fad. Here's some very interesting facts. I don't know if you came across these things. Social media, in 2010, Generation Y outnumbered the baby boomers. But watch this. Those baby boomers that were outnumbered, 90% of the Generation Y have already gained and joined social media. Social media has overtaken porn as the #1 activity on the web. Watch this. 1 out of 8 couples that are married in the U.S., they met via social media. Years to reach 50 million users. The radio, 38 years. TV, 13 years. Internet, 4 years. The iPod, 3 years. Facebook reached 100 million in less than 9 months. So watch this. You're saying, Bishop Irvin, social media, podcast, reaching out, doing this thing through social media. If social media, or Facebook rather, if Facebook was a country, it would be the 4th largest country in the world, with #1 being China, #2 India, #3 USA, and #4 will fall in would be Facebook. In 2009, the U.S. Department of Education study revealed that the average online student outperformed those receiving face-to-face instruction. 1 in 6 higher education students are enrolled in online curriculum. 80% of the companies right now are using LinkedIn as their primary tool to find employers. Generation Y and Generation Z consider email passé, prehistoric, outdated. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Last but not least, 70% of those 18 to 34 years old watch TV on the web. So, friend, partner, listen, we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the kingdom. We owe it to the gospel and the message of Jesus Christ to be able to capitalize on what is one of the largest ways that we can be able to advance the kingdom. Why not help the Power Podcast Radio Talk Show do that? We're endeavoring to raise up a nation because the Lord has revealed to me that it takes a nation to change a generation. Will you not partner with the Power Podcast Radio Talk Show today? Invest in us. Invest in what we're doing. Your financial contribution, whether large or small, will make this project a reality. Click the link below to give today. God bless you.